Well, hello, Taurus. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Glad to have you joining us. If you've been here before, I appreciate you coming back. If you're new to the channel, consider hitting the subscribe button down there and also ringing the bell. The bell will let you know anytime I post new videos. Also, at the end of this video, if you like what you hear and you like our content, give it a big thumbs up for me and maybe share with some of your friends. Now, Taurus, okay, we have three stories going on here. There are three groups of people. I'm going to go ahead and preface it by saying that. But what I see undergirding them all is this strong use of the will trying to control the situation. Trying to work in opposition to, we'll say, Saturn, right? You're trying to control the control. You're trying to alter the conditions of how things should be. There are those of you that believe this is the situation you exactly want, and so you've taken steps to procure it and to make sure it remains that it's yours, even though it is obvious that it is not in your best interest. There's another group that you've gone a step further to secure it, and it has it's kind of blowing up in your face a little bit. And then there's a final group. It's the ones that something beautiful is coming your way and you're not open to it, okay? So you've been staying shut down, closed down on it. You've let the old sorrows continue to be the prevailing winds, the prevailing force, as opposed to seeing the beauty that's trying to come in and what life is ushering your way. Irregardless, all of you are suffering and struggling, and it has been incredibly difficult. Now at the top we have 44, so it's really about bringing balance and order into your life. And this is the woman holding a heart. She's longing, she's pining, and she's holding it because she doesn't have it. It's not in her, it's not in its place. It's something that is still being sought out or struggled with, should we say. There's a lot going on in this. So first we're going to step into group one. And this says happiness in the dolphin. It's about being happy together with another person. But what we see here is an individual who has, they have hidden motives, but that even though they think they've concealed them well, they are obvious to everyone around you. And the way you're working things is contrary to who you are, and it's causing you to stand out, and it's drawing unwanted attention. It's creating what we see down here in the Emperor and the Five of Wands down beneath it. It's creating some chaos, some division, some disorder, and it's not giving you the results that you desired, the results that you thought it would bring. It has been disruptive, and it's caused you to want to force things, is what I'm seeing. Like, by force, that's like if you have a bud on a rose and you push the petals open, you bruise them, and they never develop their fragrance, right? So they will not have the beauty and the fragrance that rose in and of its genetic self contained. Because you break the laws of nature and the rules of progress and things like that, it distorts it, and it doesn't give you the desired result. You weren't getting what you thought. All right, that's how we feel about that. You weren't getting the desired outcome, okay? Hold on a second while I recover that card. So it's been a bit of upheaval and a bit of a struggle, especially for those around you. There's some, they're like, yes, yes, they're crying out right now saying, okay, make sure you tell them this. Get in their face about it. Now, I'm not going to get in your face about it. I'm just going to tell you what's going on. Because if that's you, it'll start ringing true, and you'll know that there's like this boding kind of sour, they'll say taste in your mouth, but it's down your gut, down your belly. You're a little uneasy and unnerved about it, and you're not quite sure what to do from here. So let's get one of these on it. What should group one do, the dolphin group, to restore their balance to happiness? Let's get it going for that. Okay. Yikes. They're saying be sweet, be forgiving, and let this relationship, that this dynamic that you're engaged in with someone else, Let it go both ways. Stop controlling. That in and of itself, it's answering us here that the control, this is getting up in people's face, and that the energy of itself is causing the draw and the struggle and the tug of war. It's not you, it's the energy that you're operating in, which it's not even in your nature. So while you're doing that, while you're pulling a power play, a power struggle, where there isn't one and where there doesn't need to be one, there doesn't need to be hidden motives and agendas. Like, you should be able to be straight out with this person, and that doesn't mean blunt. That doesn't mean saying things. That means, softly, gently, because we see the kisses, we see the ascending and descending. Being able to take it day by day, being able to step into this and take time for the joining to occur, take time for the merging to occur. Allow it to move at its own speed and its own process. Allow the rose to bloom, to blossom, to exude its fragrance, okay? Allow them to see you for who you are, because it's obvious these are all about romance and relationship here. Allow it to blossom and to bloom, and allow the person to see you. Okay, look at you. You're beautiful. I mean, you're with dolphins. Hello. Dolphins are playful, fun, and free. And I know that can be a bit of a challenge for Taurus, because Taurus is so earthy. The bull, very much steady, stable, slow and steady, that type of thing. So it's interesting that you were pushing it and rushing it and forcing it. Because slow and steady wins the race in this case. Take time to play. Take time out during your day. Take time to soften and to listen to this individual when they're sharing with you, when they're talking, when they're making the connection, okay? Because they're looking for the long term, for the bond. That's why it's not working and it's rising up and causing this chaos. Why they can seem to be resisting you a bit and not allowing you to shove that door open, which is part of why you like them. If you're Taurus and you're strong and you're headstrong and you can't push this person around, that makes them even more attractive, which is how this thing sort of got away from you. And you're like, oh crap, oh snap, and you began to push even more. And they're saying, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't know why they're talking in that voice, but I definitely like it. Don't do that. I say they have no plans to harm you, to hurt you. None. And they want time, I'm seeing, specifically to spiritually bond with you. This is more spiritual for them. This is somebody who's not just at it for a flash in the pan, for getting in your draws, that type of thing. They're wanting to craft and create and build something. They're wanting the spirit to move through it. They're wanting to build an actual relationship, okay? So I hope that clears that up. Let's step into the middle group, the center group. This is number 13, connection, tarantula. Now that is unlovely, y'all. It is difficult and challenging. But in this, you are addicted to love. This group, you're stuck on a person. And you have been in a relationship with that person. Or you've been in a, an FWB. You've been a side piece, anything. But it has been an ongoing connection for at least several months. And when it seems to kind of wane off and ebb off, you're reaching back in, you're starting it back up, even though it is creating this energy on you. It's making you sticky, stagnant. It's making you bog down. You've lost sight of yourself and who you are. In this case, you have gotten involved with something you shouldn't have gotten involved with. And it's not about the person, it's about that toxic attraction, that thing of looking for the chemistry, the fire, the spark, that sort of thing. It's like an addictive urge. I mean, anything could be that way, not just drugs or alcohol. It can be food, it can be candy, it can be an adrenaline junkie, it could be anything like that that gives a rush. It alters your state rapidly, okay? Okay, so what you're letting me know is you have allowed this to substitute for an area of progress that you should be making, that you haven't been making of your own. You've been seeking it outside of yourself instead of within yourself. Because down beneath it, we have the Three of Swords. And this could seem like a difficult card because it says you need to let this go. You need to let it end. That's why this is coming forward. Where you think your heart is broken, they're saying, oh, your heart ain't broken? You've done backstabbed yourself. You need to let this go, sisters. What they're saying is that these swords have been you have put in your own heart. Okay, this is you going back and going back and going back. Your heart is hurting and bleeding for you because of the insistence of trying to get a certain feeling through this, okay? And this is not who you are, and you know that. You know that. Who wants to be down on their face in the dirt, groveling, begging, conniving, needling? It's like, and I don't mean like you're wishing that person harm. You're going, how do I get them back? How do I say the right things? How do I wear the right clothes? How do I create that spark, that flash in the pan, that thing that'll get them back at least for a little while? Because you're just wanting another taste, another hit, another bump, that sort of thing. And your heart says, oh, please no. Oh, please no. When you realize that's not who you are, then that's not even how you're made. You're sweet, you're beautiful, you're lovely, you're magnificent. You've got a lot more traditional values than you're giving yourself credit for. Okay, some of you were raised in a non-traditional way, and you don't know what real love looks like, a real relationship looks like, but your heart does. Your heart is saying, I totally do. See this new growth coming out here? It's saying, trust this, trust me. I will show you the way, but you need a little space and time from this. It's not just that person. That could be multiple people that this has been happening with, but they're talking about some time and space from that energy. Don't entertain that energy within yourself of groveling, of being beneath yourself, of breaking your own standards. Because inside you do have them. When several months have passed since you've offended yourself in this way, that's what you're telling me. Remember, these are swords you've put in your own heart, that you've offended yourself this way. You begin to get your mind clear and get it back, and you feel strong, you feel assured, and you're like, okay, I'll never do that again. This and this and this is how I am. And then it'll rear its head, and boom, hook, line, and sinker, you're back again. Well, not anymore. It doesn't have to be that way, because yourself is saying, hey, trust us. Listen to me. Things that stir you up and make you feel that way, that is the sign and the signal that you're already stepping into this path, or you're entertaining this energy. Irregardless of the other person and their energy, you're letting that be fired up and fired off in you. You're saying stick to your morals, your moral codes, and your values, okay? Because you do value yourself. You might not have seen it growing up, or you might have seen other things played out in front of you, but your heart knows. It knows you. It knows what you value, and your heart will show you the way of how to honor yourself and how to fulfill your own dreams and begin to make a life for yourself. Then all the other things follow. I see it kind of weaving in, like side streams begin to weave into your life, okay? And I'm wishing you the best on that. I believe in you, and I know you can do it. Trust your heart, okay? And now the final group we have, kindness, fruit bat, and flying fox, which is the largest of the bats, right? The winged mammal. Just like over here, we have another mammal, right? We have the dolphin. We have that amazing mammal of the sea. And now we've got the mammal that soars the skies, right? The dreams, the possibilities is what you've got going on here. You have a secret wish, hope, and desire, but you've nurtured and cherished it so long internally that they're kind of saying you're not open to it externally. And you're like, of course not. That ain't going to happen. I've kept this thing protected for so long. I've nurtured it. I've kept it here and kept it alive for good reason, because you knew you were supposed to. And you're like, I'm not about to let go of that now. And they're like, don't let go of it. Open up to it. So in a sense, what you used to hold in your hands, they're wanting you to release that grip, because it's in your heart and your mind and your soul that you're carrying it. They're like, release your grip and open up and receive the hug. Receive this loving kindness. Receive this incoming relationship, okay? This is for those of you who've been totally closed off. You're like, yeah, I enjoy my friends. I enjoy time to myself. I have so many interests. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And that's fine. But that's not your life. This is your life. That was for a time. Maybe that was on the pathway and the journey that got you to here. But now that you're here, like if you paid for a hotel room, don't sleep in your car. Get your gear and put it inside and go and sleep in the room that you've reserved and paid for. You have dreamt this. You have held on to this. You have done the protecting and the nurturing, right? And keeping it safe. And now you're here. You've arrived. You've arrived at the time and the space and the place in the journey to enter into what? Well, we see it. It's coming, okay? And this is what it is. The Lovers. This is a bond that has been forged through the ages. It's one that brings you, they're saying, peace and luxury. But you're still concerned. You're like looking and like your eyes are moving through. This person hasn't come quite yet. They're on the horizon though. I'm very certain of that because that's what they're telling me. They're on the horizon. But the caution here is that don't sit there and keep like combing through looking for faults, trying to find what's wrong with them or what's wrong with it and what's wrong with what's going on. They're just asking you to enjoy it and to begin to see what is right. See these trees of life behind you? Begin to focus on what is right, what is good, what is lovely. Right? Focus on the beauty, the magic, and the mystery. Focus on the fact that you were born to fly and to soar. And some of you, you're going to be traveling the world with this person. That's what I got to say about that. Okay? So let's see. How can you embrace this? What can you tell us about the Chariot and Lovers, the fruit bat? How can they embrace this coming in? Give us some wisdom. I see these trees alive. I see the tree alive. So what's on this tree alive? Come on. Let's get a card. Is that it? Okay. Chop, chop. And here, make good use of your time. Make good use of your time. I need another card on that. Come on. All right. So it was sitting at the bottom. It says downtime is necessary. Make sure you relax. Okay, you rest. You need to rest, to restore, to sleep. Like, this has been trying for you to be able to protect something of this measure, of this level, of bringing this sort of thing in. It has been consumptive of your energy, trying to resist. We have a lot going on here. You know, trying to resist your true nature of who you are. You've been fighting with yourself, and it's time for you to rest and restore, to rejuvenate, to get back your beauty, your trust in yourself. Okay? Let's see, is there anything else I'd like to look at? Yeah. Let's get one of these. Energy Oracle for how y'all are moving forward in this. Now we've shed some light on how awesome and amazing you are, and that you can just ease up and give yourself a chance. Give peace a chance. This is what's here. 43. Man holding a coin. Okay? And just like we had the woman holding a heart, the woman can be like a queen, right? The queens in the decks are those who are talking and engaging and trying to connect and doing that so much outward activity. You know, trying to get across to the heart, where it comes in, the man holding a coin. It's like very stable, very grounded, sitting on your throne, at peace with this whole thing. I'm putting them up there together. Oh, that's funny. Y'all. 43 and 44. Okay. Well, the offer's coming in. Okay. Amazing. Offer to hold you steady, to give you peace. The sun is shining, favor is shining and smiling upon you. There's a way being made, and it is possible. So these actions and behaviors have been provoked by fear, right? So you've been walking in fear as opposed to faith. That was the need of the trying to control, the trying to modulate or alter, to activate the will, and to use so much control that it flipped it around and it played it off. But here saying just take time, take it easy, take time to relax, loosen the grip, let it go. In this case, pull these out, pull them out of your heart. Find something else to do with those swords. Maybe turn them into some kitchen knives for your drawer. Okay? All right. I'm looking around. I don't see anything else. I see a great pair here at the top. I see you taking it easy, loving and living life. You had the bounty of the cups. You had the bounty of the pentacles. You've got it all measuring and adding up. Let life love you. Let life in. Life is a force, and it's ready to join with you in your dreams being manifested here on earth, heaven on earth. So Taurus, this is Joy saying I'll see you later. Bye.